infinite.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. Hold on. That mic was really close to my mouth. That was going to be really loud. Okay, so I'm going to bring up my map real quick here. I think I remember where we're at. Just got some beef jerky. And now I'm back. So let's continue. On episode 10, I think this is already. We're missing one, but that's because of my horrible recording skills. That'd be my fault. So when we last left off, we were down there talking to him. We got a bunch of stuff, and now we are going to see if we can talk to Boone. The notorious Boone. Will hopefully be our companion. I can't remember exactly what it is we have to do before we can have him as a companion. What the heck? This isn't him.
What's going on, man? I'm Manny. I'm on security detail here. You see a rifle barrel sticking out of the dinosaur's
that's right.
mouth, you got a 50-50 shot it's me. Otherwise, it's Boone.
Yeah, so before we go any further than this, Boone, they have shifts. There's two guys. This guy and Boone. And I forgot what time Boone does this, but let's find out.
Boone's a sniper, same as me. Used to spot for him when we were enlisted with the NCR. After we got out, I talked him into settling down here. So, here we are. I'd introduce you, but we're not so friendly right now.
Why are you on bad terms with Boone?
Me and his wife, we didn't see eye to eye on some things. We had some pretty big arguments. One day, she turns up missing, and he hasn't said a word to me since.
What did you and Boone's wife argue about?
Man, you name it. See, I grew up in North Vegas. Me and my cousins, we were some bad seeds. Got in with a gang, I loved it. Then something happened, and I couldn't handle it anymore. So, I enlisted, earned my future, brought down my best friend to share that future with me. And here was this woman, who was too good for it, trying to take him away. So yeah, I didn't see eye to eye with the bitch.
Easy on the language there, buddy. So you were in a gang? Were they tough?
Were they tough? I was in the cons, man. It doesn't get any badder.
Interesting. What was your tour with the NRC?
It was great. I wouldn't trade.
NCR.
Something about that lifestyle, the discipline, seeing new places, making people safe. What's not to like?
So why'd you leave?
Well, I just felt like it was time, you know? Wanted to have a home. Plus, I was up at Camp Golf when Bitter Springs went down. I faked like I was sick to get out of going because I knew some of the people there. But when everybody came back, nobody would tell me what happened, and people would call us murderers sometimes when we showed up to secure towns.
Huh, that sucks.
I still don't know exactly. Just that a lot of people died who didn't want to be a part of the fighting at all. I don't blame anybody for it. There's so much chaos when you're fighting. You're lucky not to shoot your own guys. But it did take something out of it for me. It just wasn't the same. So when it came time to re-enlist, I just took my papers and walked.
Looking for a man in a checkered coat.
Sure I know him. What do you want with him?
I have a score to settle.
Doesn't surprise me. The guy seemed like he'd do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Probably makes a lot of enemies. Well, listen, I can definitely help you find him, but I've got problems of my own. Maybe we can do a trade. You need my help. There's something I need too.
What do you need there, partner?
Novak, it's home for me now. I want that to be for good. I like it here, and I've left too many homes behind. But the only resource we got here is junk. Without that, people wouldn't have anything to trade. They'd all have to leave. We get most of it up the road from the old rocket test site, but a bunch of ghouls showed up one day and took it over. We can't get in there now.
Why didn't you deal with it? Or why don't you deal with it?
But I've got to watch the road. Caesar's Legion has been taking territory just east of here. They took Nelson. If we let our guard down, they might attack. All it takes for the Legion is for them to sense weakness.
What needs to be done?
Well, they gotta go, or this will be a ghost town before long. Doesn't matter to me what you do. As long as the ghouls are out of there, that's good enough for me.
Okay, I'll see what can be done about it.
It'd mean a lot to me.
Come fly with me. That's a good quest.
You name it. Anything that comes within 1,000 yards that looks like trouble. Lately we've been getting ghouls, coming from the road to Repcon out to the west. Quite a few last couple days. The big threat is the Legion coming from the east. If they decide to attack with a full force, they'll run us over. So far we've been lucky.
Okay, that should be it for now.
Yeah, see ya.
So I think that Boone has the night shift. So if anything, let's see if we can wait up here with this guy. So it's 7:51 p.m. Let's go ahead and go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 in the AM should do it. Or technically 12:51 AM. And there's our guy.
God damn it. Don't sneak up on me like that. What do you want? Yeah, I guess maybe I am. But not like you. Huh. Maybe it should have been you I was expecting all along. Why are you here?
Dang it.
Drop it. Now why the hell are you here? I think you better leave. I don't have friends here.
Well, I'm not from here.
No. No, you're not, are you? Maybe you shouldn't go. Not just yet. I need someone I can trust. You're a stranger. That's a start.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to find something out for me. I don't know if there's anything to find, but I need someone to try. My wife was taken from our home by Legion slavers one night while I was on watch. They knew when to come, what route to take, and they only took Carla. Someone set it up. I don't know who.
You're trying to track down your wife?
My wife's dead. I want the son of a bitch who sold her.
What do I do if I find this person?
Bring him out in front of the nest here while I'm on duty. I work nights. I'll give you my NCR beret to put on. It'll be our signal, so I know you're standing with him. And I'll take care of the rest. I need to do this myself.
See what I can do to help you out.
Good. I'll make it worth your while. And one more thing. We shouldn't speak again. Not until it's over. No one in town knows that I know what happened to my wife. Best they never know. Or the Legion will be after me next.
How do you know your wife is dead?
I know, all right. That's all you need to know.
Goodbye, Boone.
Yeah.
Until later. Okay, so that was a very long conversation with all of these guys. We're already about 8 minutes and 30 seconds into the video. So, let's see here. Let's go ahead and equip that mission first. Because that is the mission that we are going to want to accomplish. So optional. Ask around Novak for information about who kidnapped Boone's wife. Send someone in front of the Dinky the dinosaur. Put on the beret to signal to Boone that this is the culprit. Perfect. So let's just go out into Novak. There's probably not going to be too many people we're going to be able to question, being as that it is night. We could either wait it out, or we could just see who we can ask for right now. And I don't remember, but I think in my profile I sent out just some random person to the slaughter. In this one, I would preferably like to see if I can find the true culprit, but you never know.
What can I do for you?
Okay, she's not going to be any help. Mercenaries don't have any dialogue boxes. That one's pretty old to be a mercenary. I guess that's being ageist, but hey, that's me. Okay. There's somebody in here, I think, that we can talk to. How we get in there, I'm not too sure. If we can even access it. Is it somebody on top of this thing, or am I missing something here? Yeah, let's go ahead and wait this out. There's a few people that we are going to be able to talk to once it's day. Whoops, wrong button. So it's 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:35, 36, 37, 30 a.m. Everybody should be out and about. Unless they're like me, and then they won't be out until about 2 p.m. So let's see who we can go find. We'll just go with this marker first. This is actually the place where I think they're having problem with Brahmin getting stolen. Let's talk to the McBride. Or not stolen, but like mutilated and eaten by nightcrawlers.
Look who's here.
Let's talk to her
brings you here?
first.
Boone. That's that sniper fella. Works in the dinosaur, right? I only met them but once or twice. They seemed real happy together. I really ought to get to know them better. They're probably nice folk.
Okay. Useless.
Hey there. In from out of town, ain't you? Name's Dusty. Well, to be honest with you, I don't really know them two as well as I might. I remember she had an edge about her, like she'd rather be someplace else. This kind of life ain't for everyone, that's for darn sure.
Okay, you're useless as well. Nevertheless, let's continue on. See if we could find some people of more use to us. And there is a lot of people to talk to, apparently. I'm getting closer. Closer. Closer, 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 closer. I don't think this is it. Nope. I think it's this shack back here.
Careful. They got spies all over. Who sent you? I ain't talking. You tried to get me to talk before, but I didn't say nothing. And I don't aim to now, by gum.
Whoa, whoa, guy.
We'll just see about that. You come any closer and I'm liable to stick you with my sticking knife. Old Stick is feeling mighty ornery this day. You sure now? It's kind of hard to hear you. Okay, just speak up a little. Not so much that they hear you. They got people everywhere, always listening.
Crazy guy.
'Cause they know I ain't just barking here. What I say has got bite, 'cause it's the truth. Them quack doctors can say what they want about all the rat scorpion stings that done pierced my skull. I know what I seen. Seen it all. Seen shadowy folk come to his room and leave again in the middle of the night. Thought one might have gone in the lobby too for a spell. Could be that person went in to get something. Or used the John, maybe. Mighty interesting either way, you ask me. I thought it was cannibals, come to eat us all for sure. So I kept out of sight. But now I know better.
What was it? Or who was it?
More rat men. Come up from the underneath to steal young women with Promises of riches and fancy mud mansions with all the latest designer appliances. They covered our lady folks' long hair for wigs, it said, being either bald or balding themselves.
Well, that guy's crazy. I don't necessarily know if we want to believe him off the bat, but let's follow up with some more of these leads and see what they lead us to. So now we got this whole slew. We're going to go in this place and talk to a few people because I think that's also where that guy that Boone suspects of foul play is at. Could go back to that house, but that's useless. Let's go in here. It looks like we have quite the amount of stuff. Let's go in here real quick. So we're supposed to be looking for some evidence.
Hey there. Well, welcome to you. You look tired from the road. Why don't you relax a spell? Let this fine town take care of you. How should I put it? I guess you could say she was kinda like a cactus flower. Real pretty to look at, but there was just no getting close to her. She never did take to living here. She liked the big lights and fast living of New Vegas. I got the feeling she was trying to get Boone to live with her, but I guess she got tired of waiting.
What's wrong with Boone?
Nothing that wouldn't be wrong with any man who loses a wife, I suppose. Poor dear. I know he thinks she was kidnapped, but I'm not so sure she didn't just run off on her own. You could tell she was thinking about it ever since they arrived.
Okay, well, she wasn't of much help either. It's still showing her as a marker.
I hope you're finding every...
Let's just speed through her dialogue. Oops. Okay, well, I think that's as much as we're gonna be able to do with her in the dialogue aspect, and actually in the quest aspect. We should just send that guy that Boone doesn't really care for out in front and have him take him out, because he already suspects him. I have a feeling that Boone's wife just took off to New Vegas, to be honest.
You have any luck with the ghouls? I'm counting on you. Man, everybody. That girl didn't have one friend in this whole town. She didn't want any. She wanted to sit in her room all day and make herself miserable, and she went out of her way to be rude. She upset a lot of people. You wouldn't have liked her either. Believe me, when I heard the news, my first thought was, I owe somebody big. I figured Boone would come around after a while. But he hasn't. I'm starting to think that if he doesn't find her, things will never go back to the way they were.
I don't know, this guy just seems very shady to me. But can't kill him for being shady. I honestly can't even remember who I sent out in front of Boone last time. We'll find somebody good. I'm sure the dialogue will alert us as to who we can send out in front.
We haven't met yet. You must be new in town. I'm Andy.
Well, hello, Andy. What can you tell me about Boone's wife?
Carla was a knockout. Whenever Boone walked around with her, he always had this funny grin on his face like he couldn't believe his luck. I know we couldn't. That wasn't the only reason she stuck out, though. That girl never minced words. If she'd had better food or hospitality, she'd let you hear it. Trouble was, she usually had. I don't think she meant it. She really was a sweet girl. I think she just wanted to remind herself that there's still nicer places in this world than Novak. Who could blame her for that?
What do you hear, Andy?
Right now, a whole lot of sitting on my keister and counting cracks in the ceiling. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. On better days, I help keep the peace. Boone and Vargas watch the road. I watch the town. Tell myself I'm doing some good. Had his wife taken.
Yeah, we know what's wrong with Boone. Let's go through his dialogue as well. Quickly.
People don't exactly line up to find out what's in my head. Can't remember. You know, maybe there's something I can do for you. Since you've gone to all the trouble of flattering a crippled old soldier, there's a move we have in the Rangers for knocking an opponent off his feet. Saved my butt a bunch of times. Maybe it will for you too. Let me show you how it's done.
Cool. What the heck is he doing? Anyway, okay, so there's him. We should probably take a look at the map and see exactly where it is we should or can be going. Because one thing I think I remember, possibly. Okay, let's see. We went in that door. Because I think that it might have been somebody outside of this place. Motel room. Yeah, so everyone's gonna be out of here. Let's take a look at the map. Oops. Okay, so they're scattered all over the place here. There are a few that are in front of us this way.
Howdy.
Is this a person of interest? No. I wish that it would deselect all of the markers once we've completed them. But it's not doing that.
Welcome back. Can't say we spoke much. Boone did most of the buying for him. She was in the store once, but she didn't stay long. Had a look on her face like she'd smelled something sour. But far as I can remember, the gift shop smelled fine. Well, fine as it always does.
Well, people are being kind of useless. I think we've talked about pretty much everybody we can. Let me just double check that real quick. Go out here in the middle of the town. Okay, so we talked to 3 people in here. So when we turn around, we should see 1, 2, 3. We talked to them out there. We talk to this crazy guy out here.
Careful. They got spies all over.
I think everyone else is inside here. Which kind of sucks. Uh-oh. Please don't tell me I just got myself stuck in here. Ah, crap. Okay, good. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, that doesn't help much. Let's go back this way. We're gonna go back in here and see if there's anybody we overlooked or skipped. This is how Fallout is sometimes, though. You win some, you lose some. The only person I've really found as being suspicious has been, I'd have to say his buddy. His buddy really doesn't care if, she lived or died. And then there's that person. And that person, yeah, so I don't really know what we're supposed to do at this point. Let's go see if... I don't think Boone's still up here, but if not, we'll go talk to that one guy one more time. I think that's who I ended up setting up.
You have any luck with the ghouls? I'm counting on you.
Dang it. Yeah. So let's see if we can get up here before Boone leaves. Boone might not even be up here right now. But let's see if we can catch him. Dang it. I had a feeling that was going to happen. I should have just waited for him to go through the door and waited for Boone to come back out. Now we're going to go have to find Boone. Let's take a look at the mission real quick. One more time. Just to refresh. Okay, optional. Look for evidence of the guilty party inside the lobby. Okay. Well, I don't see how that's going to help. We were in there. Is this the lobby in here? No, that's the gift shop. There's Ranger Andy. I don't exactly know where the lobby is. I would assume that it was that front part. Huh. Here, let me bring up the webpage. While we're waiting with all these waiting screens that we have, I will go to Google with one hand and see if I can find something. Okay, so I would call this the lobby. It's the front desk, but usually the lobby's right in front of the front desk. So, Boone's wife. Okay. That looks like evidence right there to me, but can't pick that up. Let's just really scour this place. First aid box. This looks like a lobby to me.
Hey there.
You know, let's question her a little bit more.
I hope you're finding everything to your liking. Well, let's see. Dusty McBride's been losing some Brahmin, but that's probably the heat more than anything. Honestly, it's been real quiet. Ranger Andy's still hurt, but we got these two gentlemen snipers watching the road day and night, keeping the trash out of Novak. They've been a blessing. Go see Cliff. You can jump out the window for all I care, mister. You got no right to come in here and start criticizing our town. Folks work hard to keep it clean and safe. We do the best we can, but still, there's always some of you finicky types that there's just no pleasing. Well, it is. Not everybody appreciates it like they oughta.
You know, I didn't want to say this, but I know it's her. How do I get her to go in front of Boone? How do I get her to follow me, though? Dang it, this sucks. Okay, let me make sure I have the mission equipped. I'm pretty sure I do, but that's the only thing I can think. Where's she going? Oh, she's just gonna make coffee. Yeah, I want for my baby. How do I...
I hope you're finding everything to your liking.
Okay, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode. I'm going to figure out how to do this, get it done, and get Boone as our companion. Thank you guys so much for watching and being patient. This is one of the missions that's at the beginning, so I didn't really remember how to do things. But I will figure this out, and I will get it done. You guys have a great day and an even better evening. Hopefully I will see you very soon, and we will have Boone as our new companion. Take care. Peace.